So each will say a few words.
Churchill attended a baseball game on the 4th of July at the height of World War I. The game was between a team from the United States Navy and the United States Army.
Because you'll be seeing not just the best two baseball teams in the world, but arguably the best two sporting teams of any sport in the world. The rivalry between the Red Sox and the Yankees is legendary. The Commissioner and I's job here is to keep these two owners apart, because, you know, that rivalry is also off the pitch as well. And can I just say, it's going to be a fantastic 2 days next year, but the fun begins now. The Commissioner's already agreed to do lots of work with community groups, with grassroots organisations. We met Londoners today, really excited about the prospect of the Yankees and the Red Sox coming to London. And the great thing about sports is the ability to bring people together from different backgrounds, different socioeconomic backgrounds, different races, different nationalities, different religions. And I think sport is the glue that brings people together. And I hope my American friends will see over the course of the next 12 months and beyond that London is open.
It is our intention to be in London more than once on a more regular basis, to play games here, to see if we can develop a fan base, and hopefully these first two games will be a great success, because I think we are bringing the very best of our product here.
Is this the intention to ultimately have a franchise in London? And also, without being too negative, because obviously it's a sunny day out here.
The future.
Well, it's fantastic for London. It's also great for the stadium. It means off-season, when there isn't Premier League football taking place, we can have other events that bring in revenues to the stadium that subsidises the loss it makes from West Ham being there. So there are concerts taking place this year. Jay-Z and Beyonce can get tickets now, Rolling Stones, other sporting events when we can. Rugby takes place, Saracens played there, of course. And next year we'll be having concerts, but also Major League Baseball. And that weekend is going to be amazing. End of June here in London. Not only will there be baseball fans coming to watch the game, but also people who have thought about watching a baseball game, can't afford to go to America, can come to London and watch two of the best teams ever playing in London. Well, we're hoping that the experience is a success. Let's wait and see. The phrase used by the Commissioner, which when I accept, is let's walk before we run. Let's wait and see what happens in 2019, 2020. Hope it doesn't rain. But these are iconic teams. I mean, whether you're a baseball fan or not, everyone's heard of the Yankees and the Red Sox. Most of us got baseball caps or jerseys of one of the two teams, and it's really good that the first 2 years have the two leading baseball teams in history playing in London. I'm hoping there's a ripple effect with British baseball fans to get into the sport, whether you're a youngster or you're an older person, softball or baseball, and let's make sure that we get more youngsters playing baseball. Well, let's wait and see what happens between the FA and Sadiq Khan. It's a deal between the FA and Sadiq Khan. We aren't involved in that. My team will be meeting the FA later on this week, though, to get assurances. As you know, taxpayers' money was used for Wembley. We want to make sure the cup finals take place at Wembley, the semi-finals take place at Wembley, but also it's the home of England. And those assurances are really, really important, but also we want to make sure any monies raised by the FA is used for grassroots sports. So grassroots sports in London and around the country could do with this investment. So we've got lots of questions to the FA. My experience of Sadiq Khan in terms of Fulham, but also the Jacksonville Jaguars, he loves sport, but also he's a firm believer in grassroots sport. I've seen the tag sport the Jags play in London, and I've been very impressed by the work they've done. But let's wait and see the details.
Money back.
Those are some of the conversations we need to have with the FA. One of the things that my team will be asking the FA is those sorts of questions. Taxpayers' money, it's not my money, it's taxpayers' money was used to rebuild Wembley Stadium. That money's not been repaid. And if there's a case of the stadium being sold to a third party, whoever he or she is, we need to make sure we get that money back. But also we want to see what reassurances we can get. And they've got to be proper reassurances, contractual if you like, to make sure Wembley is safeguarded for the future. Football is our national sport. Wembley is the home of football. Many of us have fond memories of various games we've seen at Wembley, football games, as well as NFL games. We want to make sure it carries on being the home of the national team.